What you're about to listen to is a Bry-Fy production.
Yo, it's Bry-Fy coming live through your Wi-Fi. One-man show, but I'm feeling like a sci-fi. Comic books, video games, catching them all. Pokemon cards stacked, yeah, I'm ready to brawl. From Marvel to DC, I break it all down. Nifty nerd news, got the geeky rundown. Pop culture hits, movies and shows. I stay in the know while the fandom grows. So plug in, tune up, press play, let's ride. This is the Bry-Fy, baby, welcome to the vibe.
All right, guys, I think it's close enough to 1 o'clock. We'll get things started. So welcome to the Bry-Fy podcast live at Comicpalooza. It sounds like there's so many people here. It's just 3 guys. One of them fresh from the Rocky Horror Picture Show last night. Got a lot of rest during that, didn't you? Anyway, so last year we had a lot of fun playing Trash or Treasure, looking at fictional fathers. So much fun. They said, "Hey, let's do it again. Let's change things up." So last year we talked about the dads. This year we're going to talk about the moms, mommies, or other, well, you know, whatever you want to call them, right? And typically, most of us have a better feel about mothers, right? I think.
Oh yeah.
I think it's really hard to hate a mother, right? Like you can sit here and we can talk trash about dads all day long, but when you start talking about someone's mama, you know, them fighting words, right? But anyway, so had a lot of fun with that. You know what I didn't do, and I wanted to test it out. I added audio to the slideshow, so we'll see how this works or doesn't. I just disconnected.
Oh no! Oh no! Technical difficulties.
Crab's head!
Here he comes.
Hey, never mind. I don't need you anymore. Get out of here. No. All right, guys. So today we're going to play Trash or Treasure Mythical Mother's Edition. How does that work? Well, pretty easy, right? We're going to present a good quality and a bad quality of a potential mother. We're not going to show you the picture yet.
It's a secret.
It's a secret. Then you're going to decide based on the information, are they trash or are they treasure? Then we're going to reveal the picture, and then that's when you're going to decide if you made a horrible judgment call, and you're going to be allowed to change your answers. You're not locked in, so let's have some fun with it. And of course, as you can see, that's my mom. And she's always a treasure, that's right. Yeah, there you go. That's what I want to see. Who put trash up? No.
I'm telling her.
All right. So, just another explanation in case anyone's confused by the pictures. We have a trash can for trash and a treasure chest for treasure. I feel like this is pretty self-explanatory, but last year we had some issues, okay? And so want to fix. I think next year maybe I'll just put words, because I think 70% of Americans can read, so you know that's a pretty good idea. Oh, it's even lower? Oh no. All right, guys. So without further ado, we're going to kick things off for the first mother that we have. The good focused on both of her daughters' social standing and success. That sounds pretty good, right? The bad is very manipulative of her own 2 daughters and the way that she treats her husband's daughter. Yeah, but what if the husband's daughter's like really bad, right? No? I see a lot of trash cans in the audience. What do you think? You're already it's the trash. Ivan says trash. Let's take a look at the mom. Hey, it's Lady Tremaine from Cinderella.
I didn't even know her name.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, this could also double as your Hear Me Out cake if you want.
Hear Me Out cake, Mommy's edition.
The Mommy's edition. That's what we should do next year. All right, so no one wants to change their answer. Everyone's pretty locked in with that. Okay, I guess we can all agree she's really bad. I mean, she even treats her own daughters pretty bad too, right? All right, next up on our list, this mother is supportive of her children and their family. Always encourages them to be themselves. Also, got some goth goals going on. Want to read the bad?
All right, so the bad we got keeps deadly weapons and animals in the home and allows her children to access them.
That's fine. She is one bad accident away from being on the news, and everyone's like, "How could you?" Right? I mean, this is Texas, right? Yeah, this is Texas. Learn. Because at one point, responsibility needs to go back to the people, right? All right, we have Morticia Adams from the Adams family. You got all right. No one wants to change. Everyone's. All right, Casey, you want to take on the next one?
All right, next one we got the good. Can often be the voice of reason, giving advice to her chaotic family.
And the bad, she terrorized a group of baristas, which included kidnapping, assault, and threatened a person with a peanut allergy. I see some. Oh, we got our first controversial take now. I have some trash. I have some treasure. Don't mess with my kid. I like that one. It's Lois Griffin. Oh, I see some changes now. I see a lot of changes. All right, so see, it's not gonna be so easy, right? Like you're gonna flip-flop on some of these things. But I don't know, like Lois Griffin has her moments, right? Like, but I feel like she was better at the beginning of the show. And then things kind of, I don't know.
I mean, what about Meg?
Like, what about Meg?
What about Meg?
Are you saying Meg is the reason why she could be the way she is? Like, it's deserving?
No, I'm saying Meg shouldn't be treated the way she's treated.
Yeah, Meg should not be treated. Yeah, I agree. But, like, everyone treats Meg wrong. Like, that's the thing. I think the only person who's nice to her is Quagmire, and that's for questionable reasons, right? All right, let's move on to the next one. This one is a loving mother stands up for her child when others are making fun of them.
But they end up in jail, which results in her child drinking alcohol and having the most terrifying hallucinations.
I see some treasure, so someone's all about the kid underage drinking. No. I see some mixes. I see one trash. Are we ready for this? Remember, you can change your answer. Because we're going to judge Brandon, the only trash in the room.
We're judging
It's Miss Jumbo from Dumbo. I see a lot more treasures, right? Look, right. So of course she ends up in circus jail for defending her son, right? Our daughter. I don't know if Dumbo's a boy or a girl.
What are their
Is
pronouns?
it boy? That's the consensus. I don't have boy or girl signs. I only have trash or treasure signs. But that whole alcohol trip that he got, or it's like champagne, right? So it's a baby, so he's a lightweight, right? I don't know. Do you remember that?
I do.
I wish I had the song for it right now so we could just play it during the whole time. And I think that was like my first nightmare, actually, was caused by Dumbo. All right, let's take a look at our next slide here.
All right, this one is mother to over 80 children. She wants to create a utopia where people can live without discrimination or segregation.
However, she did cannibalize all her friends and her guardian when she lost control of herself. And also, to give you guys some hints, we did put up on the board kind of a category to where this mother might belong. I see some trash. Does anyone have any ideas who this next mom might be? We know who this is. Okay, I see. There's some people. I do see some treasure. This is from One Piece. Someone got a hint right there. You don't know? That's all right. Hey, just take a look at the crowd. Follow the crowd. Don't ever be a leader.
Don't be a follower.
Yeah, no. Yeah, after 1,000. And it is Charlotte Linlin, a.k.a. Big Mom. So, okay, yeah. Oh, I still see someone's doubling down on the treasure over there. I mean, she does have like a really sad backstory, but you eating people, all right? Like that's where we draw the line, right? Like,
I think everything's good until you're on Mama's bad side, and then...
Yeah, I mean, that's true, right? Like, Mama loves her kids, right? All 800 or whatever many kids she has. and she treats them in the way that Big Mama can. I don't know. Okay, all right. Doubling down on the treasure. Hey, you know what? Different strokes for different folks, right? Honestly, guys, though, hear me out. No. Hey, she bakes a mean cake, right? Like, no.
At least you're eating when you're with Mama.
Yeah, that's right. Always eating good. All right, next mother on the list, the good. She does anything to protect her son, even if that means trying to prevent the future from happening.
But she loses her sanity and humanity in her pursuit of trying to save her son, and even turning to murder.
Treasure for murder. I see that. You guys are awful people. I see it all. Someone said Sarah Connor, that's what we believe. I mean, future kind of makes sense, right? Treasure? What do you think? You think treasure? I'm going to follow the crowd on this one. It is Sarah Connor. All right, someone got that one right there from the Terminator. I mean, tell you what, I tried to find like a nice, like loving mother picture, but it's guns. It's guns in every picture of Sarah Connor. Hey, what? Hey, what is more loving than like the right to bear arms while bearing your arms, right? Oh, thank you guys, thank you. That was low hanging fruit. Yeah, start the chants like we can do this too, right? All right, let's move on to the next one. We are looking at Disney now.
All right, she is the definition of supermom, very dedicated to her family and their well-being.
However, she doesn't want her children to express themselves or their unique talents, and would rather them conform to humanity. I see that. Uh-oh. Any guesses? Any guesses? All right. Elastigirl from The Incredibles. All right. Yeah, I mean, come on.
Mommy dreams.
The best? Okay. Well, I mean, she's really good, right? Are you just saying that because she's Elastigirl? Like, yeah. Look me in the eyes when you say that, all right? No, we're here to judge. This is the whole point of this show, is to judge each and every one, well, the moms, but also you. I'm taking pictures mentally, everyone in the audience. And some of you will not be allowed guests on the show. No. All right, guys. Up next from anime, this mother encourages her son's dreams and always celebrates his achievements. It's good. Always make sure he has clean underwear. All right.
But constantly embarrasses her son in public every chance she gets, and allowed him to drop out of school and wander the country on his own.
I've seen some treasures, a lot of treasure. I see one trash, because, I mean, who lets their kid just leave with strangers, right? And another hint, the child's only 10 years old and has been perpetually for the last 20-something odd years. Delia Ketchum, all right, yeah. What do you mean, who is that? That is the mother of the main character of the show. See, you need to stop thinking. That's your problem. That is the only woman that lives in Pallet Town with nothing but men and a couple of children. Very questionable, right? I see trash still. Hey, look, you gotta let your kids follow their dreams. Whether it is fighting terrorism. The audience is getting heated now. I see. This is what I wanted. I wanted total chaos in the scenes. Pandemonium. Anyone who's walking by wants to take a seat and join in the argument, please do. We are having the time of our lives. Just remember, if you want to throw hands, you got to go outside the exit, all right? This is a family-friendly event. Wear your gloves, Deadpool. Did you throw them already? It's all right. It's cool. Hey, how do we feel about Deadpool? Trash or treasure, everyone? Treasure. I see some trashes, though. That's all right. Thanks for stopping by. Deadpool, everyone. Marvel's best mom. All right, moving on to television this time.
Birthed children that were thought to have been extinct, mother and protector to people, and earned the title Misa.
Misa. Yeah, that's what it is. That might be your clue there. Anyway, moving on to the bad, she sends her children to war for her own agenda and also keeps them in catacombs. I see some trashes. I don't see any treasures. Oh, wait, I see one treasure right there. You don't care. You're like, hey, you know what? Whatever she does to her kids, fine by me, right? Look, you don't really have to explain yourself. It's good if you do, but you don't have to, right? All right, it's Comicpalooza alum, Daenerys Targaryen. Oh, wait, I see some... There we go, right there. The kingdom fell because of that white woman. That is one way to put it right there.
You know what? Yeah.
So I think this was the mom we saw the most flip-flops on after we revealed who it was. It was pretty good stuff right there. I mean, but like, so yes, she's questionable. Like, look.
But are we judging her for her or her mother?
Are you basing her off of season 8? Like, it's solely on just one season. Okay, I mean.
Okay, I haven't actually seen that
but
yet.
But can we punish her for the sins of her family? Oh, okay, never mind. Sorry about that.
Actually.
Sorry. That's what happened. The good always die young.
Survival of the
That's how it is. All right, guys, moving back on track. All right, I got to kind of corral some of y'all in. I mean, I'm looking at the 3 problems, right? But no, I'm kidding. Oh, I'm so sorry, guys.
How dare you?
Well, I just got canceled. Thank you guys for coming to watch the Bry-Fy podcast. I will see myself out. All right, the good, she's always there for her kids and family and encourages their interests. Will admit when she is even wrong. That's a good trait. That's something a lot of people don't have, right?
But her advice can sometimes be misguided. Stands by her husband physically assaulting her son.
That's bad. You cannot let your child be harmed, right? Yeah, a lot of treasure there. I see one treasure. I said a lot of treasure, a lot of trash. I do see a couple of treasures. And he guesses on the television show. I like The Simpsons. That's a pretty good guess. It is Marge from The Simpsons. Oh, look at all those flip-flops. Yeah, you guys are horrible judges of character. Just so you know, horrible judges of character. Yeah, nah, we still got some trash, all right? I mean, she helped save the town one time, right? Like, that's a pretty... I mean, she does cause some damage, too. All right, what do you think? I don't know. You don't watch The Simpsons much, do you?
I do.
Do you? Okay. All right, guys, let's move on to the next one. We're switching gears to movies this time.
All right, so this one is super nurturing of her children and their friends. Will fight to the death for one of her own.
Fight to the death. What good mom wouldn't claw at anyone to save her children, right? However, she's very strict on her kids, even trying to direct them to get a menial government job, you know, like accounting or something dumb like that, right? See some treasures out there. I see a lot of treasures. I do see a trash. I mean, you want your kids to follow your dreams, right? Whether you believe it's going to bring in the money. It's not about bringing in the money. Look at me. Well, I work a really great job. Never mind. I can't say that. Sorry, guys. Hey, I'll wear this. Hey. That's fine. No, I'm kidding. How do you think I can get to afford all this? No. All right. Treasure, blank sign. No. You got to make a snap decision. Life on the line. Trash or treasure? Treasure? All right. That's a good choice, man. It's Molly Weasley from the Harry Potter series. Like, she didn't want Fred and George to open up their own joke shop, right? ultimately, one of her kids did die, but not her fault, right? Like, we're fine with that.
Nah, she
And
went
she
head
did
to
get
head with
revenge.
Bellatrix
Like,
Lestrange.
she went and,
She said, "Don't touch my daughter."
said, don't touch my daughter. You can take one of my boys, but don't you dare touch my daughter. Well, she had twins. God gave her 2 of them, so that way,
Wow.
Oh, wait, you're a twin. I'm so sorry. Well, her brother's not here with us because he's back at home. But anyway, moving on. Sorry. Yeah, I didn't mean to bring it down. Anyway, moving on to anime this time. You want to read that one?
Sure. She's kind, encouraging, caring, and tries to provide a safe and nurturing environment for her son.
But she's like super overprotective, and the uniform that she made for her son was just downright horrible, disgusting, embarrassing. He had to go out in public in this thing. Yeah, I see a lot of treasure. Oh, you think I'm selling it too hard? All right, it is from an anime. Anyone have any guesses? My Hero. You guys are correct. You can't make that decision after. No, I was kidding. That's like writing down the lotto numbers after they got announced. Like, look, I won. I mean, yeah, but she could have like improved on it, right? Like, that's the point. You take like your kids' ideas and designs and you help guide them to a better. You don't just.
He was like, this is a new joint.
All right, moving on to our next mother, back to the Disney. So let's think about that. It's an extremely loving mother whose cooking literally has a healing effect on people. She's the peacemaker of her family. I see some trashes.
But her passive nature towards her own mother contributes to the trauma her own daughter faces.
I see some treasure for generational trauma. I see some trash there.
Oh.
It is Julieta Madrigal. Still got some trash there. I mean, it's tough, right? You're trying to keep everything good in the family. Sometimes you got to take some sacrifices, right?
But she heals the boo-boos.
She heals the boo-boos, man. Okay. All right. It doesn't? The books have lied to me about the chicken soup. Chicken soup has always been the thing that my go-to. Little condensed cans.
Yummy processed goods. Okay.
All right, moving back to movies now.
This one is, she saved her son from a war that he was being forced into.
But she does pretty much support a fascist who wants to cleanse their world of impure bloodlines. I think I heard a movie over there. Someone say a movie? I don't want to give away too much. I see a lot of treasure. I see trash. I saw some. Oh, I see a treasure over there. Okay. Because I mean, come on, saving your son, that's a good thing, right? Don't judge me by my idols, right?
What?
We were all fans of Kevin Spacey at one point. Whoa, anyway. It is Narcissa Malfoy. Any changes? No, we're still keeping the trash on that one. I mean, she kept Harry Potter alive, who ends up destroying the Dark Lord. So it was like, yeah, right?
Out of her own selfish need to find out if her son was okay.
Sometimes your selfish needs serve the greater good, right? Like that I think that's all right, moving on to our next one.
All right, she is supportive and caring, often prioritizing her family's well-being, encouraging her son and all of his eccentrics.
An encouraging mother. Sounds great, right? We like that. We like encouraging mothers. However, her actions can be misguided and sometimes questionable. She's even jealous of her own son's accomplishments at one point. Trash or treasure? Being jealous of your kids, that's a good thing I see. I see a lot of good with no. You want to be supportive. I do see some trashes. You taking a guess? From a television show. I think someone mentioned this the other day when we were talking. It's Peggy Hill. I do see some changes right there. she's on here to celebrate that King of the Hill will be returning back to us. We're all really excited. If you saw the Hills left, they go somewhere. I don't know where they go to. Is that where it goes? Oh, propane. Yes. I guess propane's big in Saudi Arabia. I don't know. I'm not into the propane business. I'm a charcoal guy myself, so I know. I'm sorry. Hank Hill would be ashamed of me. But not Peggy. Peggy likes me. She kind of digs me, right? That's why I picked that picture. There we go, right there. Wait, you do the briquettes or the lump? Lump? Yeah, okay, that's my man right there. You know what? You get to keep that sign, man. You're welcome. All right, moving on to the next mother. She has a positive and resilient personality. She's a moral guide and works for a nonprofit to give back to her community.
But she's completely oblivious of the secrets her child keeps, even though he is the worst at keeping them.
That's a real mom, right? Like, my mom never knew I was sneaking out at night or getting into trouble. I don't see any trash on this one. I think we're all in agreement on this one. It is Aunt May from Spider-Man. Yeah, it's hard. I mean, Aunt May counts as a mother, right? Yeah, I mean, come on. You raise a child, like, moms come from all walks of life, right? You know?
Chosen family.
The question was, I didn't know which Aunt May to go with, right? But she's so, to me, she's like comic book accurate Aunt May. Like, this is the Aunt May that I think about. Yeah, I know, I could have put the root, no. Look, this podcast isn't just to please you and your desires, okay? But we all know, Brandon. No. Hey, anyway, yeah, make sure after this you go to the Blue Topaz stage, check out Colt 45 and all the horrible atrocities that they're going to commit. No. Treasure, yeah. Colt 45 treasures. Moving on to the next one. This is a television show, cartoon, animated television show.
And this mom gave birth to a well-liked character.
That's it. And the bad, pretty much everything else, but most atrociously to me, tried to kill her husband twice. I see some treasures, some trash. Is just giving birth good enough? Like just having the child, is that good enough, right? You need to be nurturing. I'm trying to see if I can flip some signs. I see some treasures, some trash. It is Stella from Hell of a Boss. I see some like face turns over there. Some people watch this show, right? Look, I'll be honest. When I was looking up this character and I was trying to look up for something good, nothing good. Literally, absolutely nothing positive about this mom.
She created a child, and that's it.
I see you. You got it, man. Treasure. Trash. I'm so bad at this, man. That's why I'm up here and not down there with you. Moving on to the next mother.
This one is a caring and loving mother. When separated from her son, she frantically tries to return to him.
The bad is, though, she's so forgetful, it almost seems like she's doing this on purpose now. Trash. It's a mom who's just so forgetful, you're kind of thinking to yourself, there's no way, right? Like, there's no way. You say Home Alone? Home Alone, maybe? It's garbage? It is! Kate McAllister from the Home Alone series. Hey,
There's 5 Home Alone movies.
There are a bunch of there's 3 of this Home Alone, right? Or no, 2. The third one, I think the third one's the first one I watched with the terrorist and the RC car. And that is car. Oh my God, that's why I like it so much. No.
She was a child.
What's? Moving on. Next one, switching gears back to anime. The good for this one, worked hard to provide a good life for her and her daughter.
But she was a part of a gang and prone to violent outbursts, ignored her young daughter, and left her alone in their home for hours on end.
Leaving your child alone at home. I'm looking. So Fruit Baskets, that's an anime. I like that one. I see some I still see some trash here. And you were correct, it is from Fruit Basket. It's Kyoko Honda, the mother from there. And I agree, she's a treasure. She's so nice, taught a lot of good life lessons.
Moments. She learned.
Yeah. Like, which of us didn't grow up as, hooligans and just, doing gangster stuff? I did.
For sure.
No, I didn't. I grew up in like a poor white town. All right, guys, moving on next. It's anime once again. This one strongly encourages education and is protective of her children. She's strong and strong-willed.
But she can be overprotective and over-controlling of her children, stays in questionable relationships that constantly leaves her family in danger.
Leaving their family in danger. To the streets! It's Chi-Chi from Dragon Ball. Okay, yeah. What are you gonna do? You gonna keep still keep? I see some treasures. Oh, you flip back the trash. I saw you. Yeah, I'm gonna call you out. Moving on to the next one, we're going back to movies.
This mother escapes an abusive relationship to save her child, finds a job that allows her to always be near her son, will go to extraordinary lengths to protect her boy.
However, those extraordinary lengths also include murder. All right, got some treasure right there, some treasure. Once again, killing's okay with you. I understand. It's Pamela Voorhees. That's a great mom. It's a great mom. Look, she loves her child no matter what, right? That's always good. We're going back to television with this next one, guys. So this one is a free-spirited parent who encourages her children and their shenanigans and loves unconditionally.
But she has told her children that reading is for losers, bribed them with money, and encourages her children to make fun of her husband.
So making fun of the husband, bribing, got some trash, mostly treasure. It is Linda Belcher from Bob's Burgers. There we go. I see you. Yeah. All right, guys, moving on. We're switching gears back to anime.
Oh, I moved on too
There,
fast.
you can read that one. You're skipping ahead.
Oops. This mother is brought into a family and embraces her role as mother enthusiastically, genuinely cares for her daughter, and is protective of her.
But she's very socially awkward, and also domestically she struggles as well as a mother. She is very critical of herself and has killed people. So once again, murder is still on the table. All right, I see a lot more treasure on this one. This is an anime. It is Your Forger from Spy Family. I see a lot of cheering over there.
We love Yor.
That's a good one. I don't know. She's a good mom. I would love to have a mom like her who is like secretly an assassin.
Yeah.
Like no one would ever bully you, right? Also, I would be a mind reader if I was their child, like so I could read people's minds. My bully stopped coming to school. Geez, I wonder why. All right, the next one we're going back to movies. This mother allows her daughter the opportunity to better herself and have a better life.
But she's passively neglectful, often leaves her children to their own devices so that she can enjoy her own interests.
I see a lot of thinking on this one. Everyone, I think people got an idea. We got an idea on the movie. Anyone want to take a guess? No. No, I didn't hear what you said. It's a movie from my childhood that I really love. It's Matilda, and it's the mother, Zinnia Wormwood.
Trash.
Nope, a lot of treasure. I do see, or a lot of trash. Sorry. I keep messing it up, man. Ignore me. I'm dyslexic. I can't see from here. I can't read my own signs. I'm so bad at this, guys. A lot of trash. Hey, she gave Matilda up for adoption, and
She let her go.
She let her go,
She
which
let
is
her
sometimes
go.
the nicest thing you can do, right? I mean, yeah, she was like 10 years too late, right?
Yeah.
But even despite how awful her parents were, she grew up so nice and so lovely, right? And I mean, she did gain psychic powers that could have gone horribly if she used them for the wrong reason, right? I didn't. Got jokes down here. All right, guys, we're moving on to the last mother that we have for today. So make sure, are you cheering because it's almost over or no? Oh, okay. Oh, thanks, man, thanks. All right, moving on to the last mother here.
All right, this mom gives her son a safe space to hang out with his friends. Works hard to ensure her family is financially secured.
However, has a questionable relationship with a teenager. So, I see a lot of trash and treasure here. This was going to be from a very classic movie that I think a lot of us will love and adore. Well, most of us who are old enough. It's Janine Stifler from American Pie. Stifler's mom. Yeah, okay, I see some treasures there. There is some arguments on this. We see some people, but mostly we have a lot of treasures in the crowd, guys. So that's it for all the moms that I have. I want to thank everyone for coming out here, sitting around, playing. I always have a lot of fun doing this. Comicpalooza has been so great to us. We've been coming out here over a decade, I think now. And of course, got good friends from Colt 45. Comic Cast is out here. I see you. Oh yeah, Cinco, the best Halo player in the planet. Okay, sit down. Get down. Get down. Sit down. But if you guys like what you hear and you want to hear more of the podcast, we do talk about pop culture, video games, trading cards. I'm a huge Pokemon nerd. We'll talk about the convention probably for the next 4 weeks because of all the content we're getting. I do have the business cards down here at the stage. Please take one, follow the QR code. You guys have been great. Hopefully you enjoyed having the fun signs. If you would be so kind, please return them to the front of the stage so I can continue to use them. We're going to come up with a new topic next year, so hopefully something good. We've already talked about dads. We talked about moms. Maybe we'll talk about the kids next. So thank you guys so much, and enjoy the rest of your Comicpalooza.
Yo, it's Bry-Fy coming live through your Wi-Fi. One-man show, but I'm feeling like a sci-fi. Comic books, video games, catching them all. Pokemon card stack, yeah, I'm ready to brawl. From Marvel to DC, I break it all down. Nifty nerd news, got the geeky rundown. Pop culture hits, movies and shows. I stay in the know while the fandom grows. So plug in, tune up, press play, let's ride. This is the Bry-Fy, baby, welcome to the vibe.